The following review is sponsored by Bootios. They make sure you ain't booty. What's good, my amigos? CarToonZ here, and I'd like to talk to you today about Disney. Disney. You can't go one day without something Disney being shoved in your face, whether it's a bulletin board, or whether it's an advert on TV, or let it go, it's infectious, and we're unfortunately stuck with it. But I find it interesting. Disney seems to be running out of ideas lately. They've gotten to the point where they're just rebooting every one of their movies in live action. Pretty soon you'll see things like Dumbo, or a spin-off of 101 Dalmatians, or Mulan, or something like that. But the idea seems to be working for them. You've seen it with Cinderella, Maleficent, and I think recently The Jungle Book. But why should those ideas be kept away, if you catch my meaning? I've got my own ideas, right here in this little book, and I'm deciding to share with them for you, my fans, my amigos. Let's do this, shall we? This is the first ever CarToonZ Countdown, the top 7 movies Disney should make live action. Let's go.
How bad can I be? I'm just doing what comes naturally. How bad can I be? How bad can I possibly be?
Starting off with number 7, I feel we're gonna go with something that might work for everybody. Who likes westerns? I'm assuming some people do. You know, Disney has a fairly good track record with westerns. Besides that, I kinda liked it. Maybe that was just me. But I think it's high time that Disney brings back one of its most memorable films from back in the day. A film that people considered a little bit educational, a little bit exotic, and a little bit fun. How about number 7, The Three Caballeros? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. The musical adventure with Jose, Donald, and that other bird that I can't remember, but he was popular for some odd reason. Now we're gonna go gritty, and we're gonna make this a great action-packed adventure that's also a musical. I mean, that fits. If Jungle Book can do action, adventure, and musical, it may work for them. Now, how do I cast this? Ooh, I've got it. Antonio Banderas, Jennifer Lopez, and Gabriel Iglesias. But I know what some people are saying. The 3 cameos were 3 guys. There weren't 2 guys and a girl. You can't do that. I can do that as much as I like. And you can all whine and cry and complain and moan, but Disney will just be raking in the money anyway. So it's really a moot point if you complain. The 3 Caballeros, I'm pretty sure you can make work. I mean, let's see, how about the 3 of them work together to stop a renegade band of outlaws from discovering the lost village of El Dorado, and along the way there's action, there's adventure, there's music. It fits, it's a Disney movie, but there's just enough charm for it to work. So I guess it's basically A Million Ways to Die in the West, but without Seth MacFarlane, which is considerably an improvement. And what the heck, you could have the 3 amigos in there as the narrators. You know, Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short. Those guys are still cool, right? And to top it all off, how about we make it like this? Disney sells it like The 3 Caballeros returning, an action-packed adventure musical directed by Quentin Tarantino. Do not tell me that would be a great idea. Number 6 was a bit of a tricky one for me, but I think I may have something interesting. So, how about we go with The Great Mouse Detective? Oh, come on, everyone loves that. It's basically a furry version of Sherlock. However, since times are changing and we're going with such amazing original stories, I will share an amazing original idea of my own, straight from here. How about this? It's set in America and focuses on the great mouse detective of sorts being a CIA agent. Yes, we're going to make this a spy thriller just to mix things up. And he finds out that the CIA has been losing secrets to some other evil mouse organization. So, in order for him to get those secrets back, he must team up with this hot, sassy other mouse from the CIA. And then we turn it into a buddy cop spy thriller with music. How can you go wrong with that? This is easy. For the casting, I would have Benedict Cumberbatch as the main character because, you know, he's Sherlock. Probably the best Sherlock in my opinion. Maybe that's just me. And then you need a female who's popular. You need someone who could get across. You need someone who's meme-worthy and who could get on Tumblr. Jennifer Lawrence as Watson, and there's gonna be so much shipping between them, it'll wreck everything that Sherlock stands for, because it'll be Sherlock in name but not the same spirit. But because it's his own original thing, it'll work. That seems to be the idea, right? You just take things that are in name only and slap a fresh coat of paint on it that doesn't look anything like it's supposed to, but new audiences aren't going to know the difference. That's the magic behind it. That's the real secret. That's how they trick you. That's how they ruse you. And it works every time. Now, Ratigan is one of my favorite Disney villains, so we have to think, what kind of voice do we give him? What's the most threatening voice that we can come up with? Tom Kenny. Yeah, Tom Kenny. He could pull it off. It would be something new, because as actors grow, they need to change. They need to understand that they can't always stick to the same role, so Tom Kenny as a menacing villain, that will give him something great to work with. And what is the villain's ultimate plan? He wants to create a bunch of super soldier rats so he can infect the world. Oh god, this sounds like cats and dogs. That really does not sound like a good idea. But that's why it's a good idea. Number 5 is technically not a Disney movie, but it's in Kingdom Hearts, so I guess it counts. The Nightmare Before Christmas. Now, I'm not gonna ruin Nightmare Before Christmas much. In this version, Oogie Boogie is the real Nightmare King, and he's infecting children's nightmares with these horrible, traumatic things to mess them up so that they decide to not go and have fun. They become all emo and depressing. So, Mr. Jack Skellington finds out about this, and he also finds out that Oogie Boogie is responsible for killing many of the holiday spirits, or we can't say kill in a Disney movie, even though we can. So they just vanish, they're gone or whatever. So Jack Skellington realizes, I need to do something. So he is going to do a team up. We're going to have the Nightmare Before Christmas, but Avengers style. Avengers works. Do you see how much, Look at this. You see how much money these movies rake in? You can't tell me that an animated Avengers movie, that's not actually the Avengers, but nevertheless, you can't tell me that that wouldn't be a good idea. Since this is a Tim Burton movie, I know, we gotta have Johnny Depp as Jack Skellington, but hey, it'll work because it's a musical. You'll have Helena Bonham Carter not as Sally, because Sally doesn't exist in the story. Instead, we are going to have, with Santa Claus, they're going to be defending the North Pole, so we are going to have Jackie Frost, played by Helena Bonham Carter, and there's gonna be intense shipping between them, and it's gonna be great. Tumblr is going to love it, because Tumblr will eat anything up. They could eat dog shit for all I care, and it'll work. They team up with Jackie Frost, and they also team up with Rudolph. Because Rudolph will be there, we need a good animal sidekick, and we'll throw in a bunch of other, characters, but nobody's gonna care about that. Either way, it'll be a great adventure, and it'll be far superior than whatever Tim Burton is bringing out this year. What is it, Alice in Wonderland 2? Like, really? Who asked for that? I mean, I did at first, but I didn't think he'd actually go through with it. There's nothing you can really do with that anyway. How about we make this interesting and have Rudolph voiced by Dane Cook? Or we can have, say, one of their Avenger buddies being the Chinese New Year's Dragon, played by Jackie Chan. Or why don't you have the Fighting Irish Spirit, played by WWE superstar Sheamus? These sound like good ideas. I mean, you gotta have an Avengers team of different multicultural characters. And of course that's gonna piss some people off, because you're gonna be saying, "You're being racist, man." Well, you know what? Racism exists in Hollywood. Build a bridge and get over it. Take it from me, this would be a better idea than them just remaking it in live action, the same tired story. The Holiday Adventures. An adventure so great with the main characters, it'll literally make their hearts melt. Pun intended. Number 4 shouldn't be too hard to work with, I'm assuming. Lilo and Stitch. Now, Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite movies. I don't think it should be too hard to translate this over. You have Experiment 626, he's a runaway from the aliens, runaway experiment, he lands on Hawaii, he meets Lilo, You know how that story works. But what if instead we make this a little more grittier? What if we make this filled with more action? What if we make this okay, have you seen The Equalizer? The movie with Denzel Washington, the one where he just messes everyone up in his path? Well, how about if the aliens kidnap Lilo and they say, "Hey, You want the girl back? You gotta come to us. So he gets all these weapons and goes on a one-man crusade, a one-man army, just like the Punisher, and he wrecks Hawaii. He wrecks all these different aliens. It'll be so good. It'll be great. It'll have this big, burly alien like Blue Hulk basically just wrecking everybody and making sure that he can get through and save his best friend. You can tell me that's a stupid idea, but I think it'll work. It sounds like it's gonna be a lot of fun. And the tagline, let's go with, here's a real Hawaiian roller coaster ride. And with the voice, well, it's not that hard. You can just pick up anybody off the street who can do a good Stitch impression and just run with that. And then you got, I'm thinking of some teenage girl that would be good. Chloe Grace Moretz. Let's throw her in there. You know, there's not a lot of effort put into this because the budget for this is gonna be insane. I'm thinking, ooh, this would be a controversial decision, but I would want to see it. Michael Bay's Lilo and Stitch. That would sell because Mr. Michael Bay, you sir are one of my idols. I think you could make that work. Any movie you make, billions of dollars. And with Disney, that's like trillions of dollars. Because since we only care about money, that's the only thing that's gonna matter in the end anyway. I like it. I can dig it. Number 3, I'm gonna go a little bit obscure here, and I'm gonna go with Buzz Lightyear of Star Command. Yeah, what? It'd be hard to work with that, but you have to make sure that you take away anything that it has to do with Toy Story. It has to be its own original thing, and who else to save it than the man who saved Star Trek and made it and the man who saved Star Wars and made it, beautiful, beautiful. J.J. Abrams. He can create a whole new original sci-fi series here. It would work too. The guy's a really good director. I mean, if he can make Buzz Lightyear look like Star Wars, I mean, that's easy to do. Now, who to cast as Buzz? That's the tough part. But then I think, well, since Batman v Superman did pretty terrible and Mr. Henry Cavill probably wants to be in a better franchise, let's scoop him up. Let's put him into something good. Let's make him Buzz Lightyear. I could see that happening. I mean, he's Superman. It's not that hard to go off from that. And then you have the token female, let's go Anne Hathaway. And because Tim Allen was the original Buzz Lightyear, let's make him be the little dude. And I don't care about the big burly dude. He's the chubby guy. He's just gonna be there for the jokes. I don't know, cast him as Josh Gad or whatever. I don't care. Guy's not important. Buzz Lightyear is going to be the new action star for Disney, and it'll be a whole new revamp. The story isn't really that hard to work with either, you know. You have a rookie guy who becomes the greatest hero in all of space. Like, it's a rookie story, it's an underdog story, it's a coming-of-age story. Whatever you want to throw in there. Tack as much tropes on there as you want. Just think, you could have that in Kingdom Hearts too. That would really work. Oh man, Kingdom Hearts. There's so many possibilities there. Don't worry. There's going to be a lot of that in the last idea here, so stay tuned. I've got some pretty good stuff in here for the last one, so get ready. Oh man, just think though, like the trailer's making it all epic, and Buzz Lightyear is like standing on top of like, you know, this place, and he's getting ready to dive off, and he has the wings and stuff. He's just like, to infinity and beyond, and he dives off, and you see this down shot, them just shooting aliens, and like, oh wow, this actually sounds a little bit more like Halo. Who cares about Halo? We're getting close, guys. I can't wait. Number 1 is gonna blow your mind, I guarantee it. So why don't we just dial it back a little bit for number 2, which is an idea that I'm sure somebody I know will care about. Number 2, Kim Possible. Now at first I thought, we could just make 2 random high school people or 2 random young actors and nobody will know the difference. It'll be its whole new series, but no. Kim Possible deserves much more respect than that. So, Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. You may think that's weird, but listen, if Tobey Maguire can play Peter Parker, Scarlett Johansson can play Kim Possible. And, just to make it interesting, have Jeremy Renner be Ron Stoppable. Give Jeremy Renner some comedy roles to work with. This'll be great for both of them. You ship them anyway, internet, so why not? And let's see, since the last movie ended on such a good note for them, how about that they're married, they have a kid, their kid, you know, gets kidnapped by the bad guy that they've been fighting for years, so they must team up once again, a great spy thriller, gives them all sorts of fun stuff to do. a lot of great action, and hey, if you want to make it a musical too, go right ahead. It'll be fun. Okay, maybe not a musical, maybe not. Not every action adventure has to be musical. The last time I saw an action adventure have a musical number, I think I died a little bit inside. Truth is, I've never seen Kim Possible, but hey, I don't need to. I can just take one look at that and everything just writes itself. Because that's what most people do nowadays. They look at a series that they have no idea what to do about, and then decide, hey, let's make a movie out of it and sell it to the kiddies because it'll work. And plus, Kim Possible will have all the fan pandering you need for older audiences to say, yeah, I remember that, to the young kids saying, that was cool. Here it is, guys, the number one. I've been building up to this, and I am telling you right now, this idea is a real winner. I've had time to carefully construct this, even though I've been stuck inside a Toon for a while. I've had a good time to... You know what? You're not gonna get number one. Shocking, I know, but I don't care. See, not only do I not want to share this because it's worth billions of dollars, and because an idea like this could just get swooped up so easily, not only are you not going to get it, you're not worthy of it. You don't deserve it. You people. Why does Toon pander to all of you? I don't get it. I really don't. None of you are special. None of you are important. He always talks about how everything's for you guys, how everything is all for you, keeping you totally tuned for your entertainment, your cult of personality. Well, I beg to differ because he's not yours. I bet some of you already clicked off by now. Well, guess what? I don't care. I heard your little message, Toonie, how you're not afraid and you're going to beat me and you're going to make sure that this channel stays in your control.
You really think it's going to be that easy? I've been building up to this for you, buddy boy. I've been ready for this. I've had my time planning, waiting for that review, for that chance. So I hope you have something real nice up your sleeve, because I'm going to know about it. We are one. You and I have the same mind. I can read your ideas the same way you can read mine. Except I'm just a little smarter than you. I'm just a little better than you. I will always be better than you. And when I get control of this channel, a lot of things are gonna change. For one thing, it won't be about you people. It's gonna be about me, the way it's supposed to be. I hope you enjoy these next few weeks, Toon. I'm not gonna bother you. I'm not gonna let anything change or whatnot. I've had my fun. I know what I've already done is good enough. I'm just gonna make you wait. I'm gonna make you wait till that day. Because when that video comes around, when you and I meet again, it's all gonna be over for you. I'm going to win. You're going to lose. And these people, they will realize who the best in the world is. I am the best in the world at what I do. I am no joke. Don't you dare ever compare me to a joke. I may not have acted like that was a big deal, but I am no joke. If that's how you view me, then I'm going to say this. Who's going to have the last laugh? Me. I am the best in the world at what I do. Do you understand what I'm saying to you right now, Toon? Enjoy this. Because after that video, you're gonna be in my world.